Mike Tyson vs 10 biggest fighters. Mike Tyson, in his heavyweight boxing career, is like a German tank. Small, but has brutal power. However, Mike Tyson is often faced with fighters who have a much larger body posture than him on his journey. Here are 10 big fighters who fought Mike Tyson. But before we continue, please subscribe and press the bell for more information. 1. Reggie Gross. The fight that took place at Madison Square Garden, New York, United States took place on June 13, 1986. At that time, Reggie Gross weighed 218 pounds and had to stop in the first of 10 planned rounds. While in the middle of the ring, Reggie Gross attacked Mike Tyson with a barrage of powerful punches. But when Reggie Gross stopped, Mike Tyson threw a left hook that dropped Reggie Gross. When Reggie Gross got back up, Mike Tyson threw 2 more left hooks at Reggie Gross, so he fell. Gross bounced back at the count of 8, but the referee stopped the fight for the round. 2. Robert Colay. Mike Tyson and Robert Colay fight took place at the Atlantis Hotel and Casino, New Atlantic City, New Jersey, United States. In his match with Mike Tyson, Robert Colay weighed 224 pounds. In the fight, that took place October 25, 1985, Robert Colay tried to land a punch with wide hooks. However, Mike Tyson was able to dodge and finally landed 2 left hooks for Robert Colay in the first 27 seconds. At that time, Robert Colay was trying to get up, and he managed to do it on the count of 9 with difficulty, which finally made the referee end the fight. 3. Mitch Green. Mitch Blood Green, the king of the streets. The fight between Mike Tyson vs Mitch Green took place on May 20, 1986, at Madison Square Garden, New York, United States. At that time, Mitch Green weighed 225 pounds. Although Mike Tyson didn't succeed in overthrowing the king of the streets, Mike managed to keep pressing the opponent until the round ended. The match was attended by more than 6,000 people with a points win over Mike Tyson in the final round. There is an interesting story after this fight. That is when Mike Tyson was about to buy a jacket in the shopping district of Harlem, which is Mitch Green's territory. And yes, Mitch happened to be there, so there was an argument. Mike Tyson landed several punches on Mitch Green's nose bridge, which knocked Mitch Green unconscious and required 5 stitches. Mike Tyson suffered more, as a bare finger blow resulted in a fracture. Frank Bruno first. The fight, which took place on February 25, 1989, at the Las Vegas Hilton, Nevada, United States, had previously been delayed for some time. It was because of some problems with management, with his family, and because of his street fight with Mitch Green in Harlem. In this fight, Mike Tyson faced a boxer weighing 228 pounds. And Mike managed to win knockout in round 5. Frank Bruno had fallen in the early seconds because of his desire to win the knockout over Mike Tyson faster. After recovering from the blow, Bruno finally used his usual technique, so he was able to suppress Mike Tyson in the second and third rounds. In the 4th round, Bruno's stamina began to decline, until finally the fight was stopped by the referee in the 5th round with the result of a technical knockout. 5. Tyrell Biggs. Mike Tyson's fight against Biggs was fierce and ended in the 7th round at 2:59 seconds. The match on October 16, 1987. The match took place Benson Hall, Atlantic City, New Jersey, United States. At that time, Reggie Tyrell Biggs weighed 229 pounds, with the status of the 1984 Olympic super heavyweight gold medal holder. Because Mike was in the heavyweight class, he had to raise his class. The fight was attended by around 12,000 people with an audience favorite ratio of 8:1 for Mike when he entered the fight. In the 7th round, Biggs was hit by 2 left hooks by Mike Tyson and fell 2 times. Mike's final hook sent Biggs to the ground with his feet in the air, stopping the referee from continuing the fight with a knockout technique. 6. James Smith. The fight at the Las Vegas Hilton, Nevada, United States took place on March 7, 1987. At that time James Smith weighed 233 pounds and was able to serve Mike Tyson until the final round out of the planned 12 rounds. The fight was fierce, with blow exchange punches from both boxers. Mike Tyson was frustrated with his technique to seize the chance to hit. Mike Tyson had fallen because of slipping in the round towards the end. Until the fight ended, Mike Tyson was not able to overthrow James Smith, but managed to win the match by calculating the score. Seven. Mike Jamison. Mike Tyson weighed 215 pounds at the time, while Mike Jamison weighed 236 pounds. They fought at the Trump Plaza Hotel, Atlantic City, New Jersey, United States, and January 24, 1986. Mike Tyson stepped up and managed to land some solid punches on Mike Jamison's body in the early rounds. In the second half, Mike Jamison landed his best shot, and Mike Tyson was warned by the referee for a low shot early in the third round. In the fourth round, Mike Jamison fell at 107 minutes and immediately got up on the fourth count. Then a Mike Tyson's right shot sent Jamison down early in the fifth round and bounced back on the fifth. The referee looked at Mike Jamison for a while after finally stopping the match in the fifth round. Jamison seemed disappointed with the decision. 8. Donovan Ruddock second. This is a rematch of the first game that was controversial. This second fight took place at the Mirage Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas, Nevada, United States, on June 28, 1991. Both fists fought very fiercely, although Ruddock had fallen 2 times. But he was able to get up quickly and was able to show a remarkable recovery. In the end, Mike Tyson won through a unanimous decision from the 3 judges with a score of 113-109 and 2 scores 114-108. Donovan Ruddock suffered a broken jaw and bruises on his left eye from that fight, while Mike Tyson suffered a perforated eardrum injury. 9. Lou Savarese. The fight at Hampton Park, Scotland, United Kingdom, took place on June 24, 2000. At that time, Lou Savarese weighed 241 pounds with tall stature. The fight Mike Tyson vs. Lou Savarese is relatively short with a time of 38 seconds. Mike Tyson fought Savarese brutally with every punch. First knockdown in the first 15 seconds, with a left hook of course. But Lou Savarese managed to get up in the 4th second of the referee's count, although a little wobbly. Seconds later, Lou Savarese was pinched by Mike Tyson's punch and was stopped by the referee. However, Mike Tyson continued to hit Savarese, pulling referee John Coyle to the ground. After the referee was able to stop Mike Tyson, the referee announced a knockout victory in the first round. 10. Sammy Scaff. The last one, the fight between Mike Tyson vs. Sammy Scaff, which took place at the Felt Forum, New York, United States, on December 6, 1985. Mike Tyson at that time had a record of 13 wins with 13 knockouts, while Sammy Scaff had 13 wins, 6 losses, and 11 knockouts. During the fight, Tyson's left hook in the first 17 seconds resulted in Scaff's nose bleed from a severe fracture. Then Mike Tyson caught up with him with a smooth right overhand to the jaw. Sammy Scaff then retreated around the ring, occasionally throwing wild punches. However, a short left hook sent Scaff to the canvas and left Scaff struggling to get back up on the 8th count. At that time the referee stopped the match. So that's Queen MMA, friends, 10 big boxers who have fought Mike Tyson. In your opinion, who are the other great boxers who have fought Mike Tyson? Share your opinion in the comments below. See ya.